Welcome back. The Limpopo Economic Development Department is grappling with illegal gambling. Last year, authorities had to destroy some illicit machines found in spaza shops and taverns in urban and rural communities. Let's unpack the story further. We're joined this afternoon by Gregory Makoko. He's the CEO of the Limpopo Gambling Board. Gregory, it's great to talk to you. Thanks very much indeed for coming on. And, you know, that really was my first question to you. When we talk about an increase in illegal gambling, particularly in Polokwane, what do we mean by illegal gambling?
Thanks, Michelle and viewers of Newzroom Afrika. When you talk about illegal gambling, that as a country, we have got the laws that regulate gambling that involve both National Gambling Board and other provincial boards. And in terms of any person who's operating a gambling business, that person is supposed to be, or that company is supposed to be having a license issued by provincial boards. In Limpopo, it's Limpopo Gambling Board that is supposed to issue a gambling license to any person who qualifies to be awarded a gambling license. So any person who runs business of gambling without any license and having employees who are not certified to run gambling activities or assist punters, that person is actually running an illegal gambling site or illegal gambling activity.
So I understand 240 illegal gambling machines were confiscated and destroyed in the Limpopo province. That's just in the last 6 months. What do you reckon, Gregory, necessitated the need for the department to clamp down on this practice? I mean, is this something that the department and the Limpopo Gambling Board keeps an eye on, or was there a particular issue that led to this crackdown?
Yeah, basically, since COVID, I think we've been having an increase in terms of illegal gambling activities in the province. That's true that in the previous 9 months, we've destroyed about 606 illegal gambling machines. And this week, we'll be destroying additional machines as well, which will be 326. And that is actually showing that with our partnership with the South African police and other law enforcement agencies, we're able to actually intervene. But also we need to thank our communities where we run awareness campaigns so that people can know what is illegal activity and what is illegal gambling activity.
Yeah.
So with these awareness campaigns that we've been running, people are now actually reporting those illegal sites, and that is actually assisting us in terms of confiscating those illegal gambling machines, but also the number of people that are being arrested who actually operate at the illegal gambling sites. So that is the reason why you see an increase in terms of the number of illegal gambling machines that we're actually destroying as a province up to date. And that is what we're actually doing almost quarterly with the support of the South African Police Service and other law enforcement agencies.
And of course, Gregory, it's not just about destroying 600 gambling machines, right? There are this illegal gambling scene presents a whole range of other serious problems insofar as issues around money laundering, and you can expand on some of the other serious permutations of this illegal gambling scene.
No, thanks, Michelle. I think that's correct, that part of the manifestation of illegal gambling activity is money laundering. That is a challenge as a country. I think remember that part of the challenge that we're having as a country was being relisted in terms of how do we then manage money laundering in the country and in provinces. And some of the challenges that we're facing with regard to illegal gambling is other illicit activities that are related to illegal gambling. Human trafficking also is part of that. Issue of having kids that are actually exposed to gambling. Whilst in terms of our laws, any person who's below 18 years is not supposed to be exposed to gambling. But in our case with the illegal sites, children are being exposed to these illegal sites with the result that some of them don't go to school, but also in some cases, families get affected. But because it's illegal activity, some are afraid to actually report. Because if a person is gambling at the illegal site, we're able to offer counseling where there are problem gambling. So it also affects our revenue or fiscus, our economy as a country, in the sense that those who are actually doing illegal activities are not registered with any state organizations. They are not paying any tax, with the result that money flows illegal outside it's going out of the country, but also issue around money laundering, but also using that money that is being received illegally to fund other illegal activities or crimes within the country. So there's a linkage in terms of this illegal gambling and other crimes that are being committed in the country and in the province as well. Hence, we're working hand in hand with SAPS and other law enforcement agencies to make sure that we combat this economic crime that is happening against our own people in the province.
So obviously, Gregory, it's not just about clamping down on these machines, as you say, but it's also about finding out who owns the machines, right? Who's placing these machines in spaza shops, in taverns? Where's the money going?
Yeah, that's basically what. Hence, we're actually, like I said, we are working with the law enforcement agencies, South African police, so that they actually get the source of where these machines are coming. Unfortunately, some of these machines are being delivered in the middle of the night, but our police are actually able to track all these guys who actually display these machines. But the unfortunate part of it is that these machines are mostly found in our spaza shops, in our rural villages, in the townships where we're supposed to be stimulating rural economy in terms of other means as a province. But I think in terms of the investigations, our South African police service are actually on board in terms of ensuring that we're able to get the source of these illegal machines. But obviously, some of them are actually coming outside the country. And in terms of working with other agencies outside the country, we're actually working with other countries to make sure that we deal with that. Recently, we had the Gaming Regulators Africa Forum, where we had the conference. Part of that conference is addressing the issue of cross-border issues in terms of how do we deal with illegal gambling. And part of that is that we need to work with our own African countries and other countries outside Africa to make sure that we combat illegal gambling, including online illegal gambling that is happening in our country. Because with those activities, the money is flowing out of the country illegally, and that is counteracting against the growth of our economy as a country and the province.
Gregory Makoko, let me thank you for your time this afternoon, giving us a real sense of the seriousness of this issue of illegal gambling.